Brad Nessler, joined by the coach, Lee Corso, and the quarterback, Kirk Herbstreit. There's a chill in the air tonight, but it probably won't adversely affect either squad. Get ready for the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Purdue Boilermakers. If it's excitement you're looking for, well, you've come to the right place as the early college football season continues. And here come the Boilermakers. The Boilermakers look like they're going to get killed out there. What do you think? The same thing, Kirk?
Minnesota has so many weapons offensively, but it all starts with their outstanding quarterback. Now, against this defense, I look for him to have no problem spreading the ball around. This could be a career day.
I'm just not going to agree, Kirk. I'll guarantee it.
Minnesota's not going to lose this football game.
Purdue lines up to kick this one off, and we're just about set to get underway. He boots it deep downfield. Culberson fields it in the end zone. Now we'll get to see how this quarterback can do today as he comes out onto the field for the first time. Today we get to see this monster-head linebacker try to contain a very good running back. What do you guys think of this matchup?
This will be a classic matchup. If anyone is going to stop this running back, it'll have to be this linebacker. He's the leader of this defense, and they need him to step up.
Man, there's going to be a lot of hitting down there in that field today.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 20. Minnesota sets up in the eye. Shine. Hands off to the left. Shane Baker. He's tackled at the 25. Culberson picks up 5 with the carry. That'll make it third down. Minnesota has one of the top offenses in the nation this year, Coach.
They run the ball well, and they pass the ball well. And when you put both of those things together, you got yourself a very good, balanced offense. He ran a clean route, and the quarterback got it to him with a good pass. First down.
And the receiver was able to shake off all the defenders that were trying to cover him, and that really made it easy for the quarterback to pick him out and throw him the ball.
First and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line. 3 wideouts to the left side. Play fake. Steps up. Shine. Goes down with a sack. It's second and long. Ball on the 28-yard line. Shine lines up with 4 wideouts. Minnesota sets up with 4 receivers. Shine back to pass. Shine delivers. Rodgers with a takedown at the 28-yard line. The offense faces another third down as they line it up. The Gophers line up with a single set backfield. He's looking to pass. Over the middle. Batted ball. Hugh was the intended target on the play. And they're going to have to bring on the punt team. Fourth and long. It's fourth down, and the punt team lines up. Cox is back awaiting the punt. Wise punts it, and he kicked this one pretty well. Cox fields it at the 26, and he didn't get anything on that return.
Well, the Gophers team did an outstanding job at containing here. You always see this with this team. They're very disciplined on special teams.
They'll get the ball here at the 29-yard line. Four wide. Down the middle. And got him! And he's tackled. What a pretty pass play.
This is just a simple play-action pass. The defense here bit on the fake just enough, allowing the quarterback to find an open target. The result is a big gainer.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 40-yard line. Purdue lines up in a shotgun set. The defense jumped, but I think a lineman moved first.
Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
And the defense gives up some free yards to the offense.
You know, penalties can ruin a team's chances to win if they commit too many.
First down and 5 to go. Ball on the 35-yard line. Garcia steps back to pass. Flips it. And it's the senior. Johnson brings him down at the 25-yard line. And fellas, this is really turning into a very impressive drive.
3 first downs and counting on this drive, Kirk.
Yeah, they've done a good job of building some momentum here, and more importantly, they've kept this defense on the field.
They'll line up at the 25. First down. Purdue comes to the line with 3 wide. They'll bring him down for a loss on the play. And the defense just swarmed over him on that one.
Yeah, they were able to penetrate the offensive line and get to the running back before that play even had a chance.
Minnesota has one of the toughest defenses we've seen.
I agree 100%. Just look at what they've done so far. Some very impressive numbers.
Well, this attacking defense is very, very athletic, and they're also well coached. That's why they're in the top 10.
Morales with the tackle at the 23-yard line. He ran a good route there and was able to pick up yards underneath the coverage.
It's okay to move the ball in small portions because it relaxes the offense. It can open things up for the big play.
Third and 8. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Garcia is back in the gun. Garcia is looking to stay perfect on this drive. He ignores the footsteps and makes the catch.
I'll tell you, this receiver showed really good hands on that play.
This kid is always calling for the ball. And if he keeps making plays like that, he'll continue to get the ball.
Garcia with 3 wide receivers. Play action. Lets it fly. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. In the end zone, and he dropped the pick. Are you kidding me?
He basically just blew a chance to take points away from the offense. That's huge.
Defense gets set to defend the short field. Garcia lines up in the shotgun. Looking. End zone. And he came down with it. What a catch. The quarterback threw a pretty ball there for the touchdown.
But don't forget about the catch. The receiver made one heck of a grab, too.
And they're lining up for the PAT. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. like they're ready for the kickoff.
Purdue is lined up for the kickoff. Number
Kicks
24
off.
and deep to return.
Washington from his own end zone. I don't know if you guys saw this, but the coach gave his offense quite a speech before he sent them out there.
And let's not forget, they had some things clicking the last time out. He's probably just reminding them to finish the job this
The
time.
Minnesota Golden Gophers
This drive will
take
start
over
at the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
The defense is playing the pass on this one. They hand it off. They'll bring him down at the 21-yard line. Culberson gets about a yard on the play.
1 yard gain on the play.
It's second and 9. Ball on the 21-yard line. One-man backfield. Daniels tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play. They line up at the 19. It's 3rd and 11. Shine with 3 wide receivers. Shine set to go to the air. He's taken down at the 22-yard line. Oh, man, he doesn't get the first. Great play by the defense.
They saw that coming a mile away.
You've got to give your quarterback a little bit more time, especially on 3rd down.
Fourth and 8.
And they're ready to punt this one away. Wide awaits the snap. Wide punts it, and he kicked this one pretty well. Cox fields it to 29. But they beat this defense up through the air on their last drive. Let's see if they can replicate that performance this time around. They'll set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At the 33-yard line. First and 10.
Purdue lines up with a shotgun set. And they get him in the backfield for a loss.
This is what you call a run blitz. The key is quickly penetrate and disrupt the running back, not allowing him to follow his blockers. Here the defense does a good job and comes up with a nice stop.
Second and 14.
Second down, 14
Ball
coming
on
up
the
here.
29-yard
Ball on the
line.
29. They'll work from the shotgun. Garcia drops to throw. He takes off. And they make the stop at the 37. We've got a 3rd and 6. Ball on the 37-yard line. Garcia lines up in the shotgun. Garcia back to pass. Across the middle. It's tipped. The defense holds.
Great job to get a finger on that pass and cause the incompletion.
Fourth and 6.
The Boilermakers
Ball on
line up
the
to punt.
37-yard line.
Culberson, the return man. Golston punts it away, and this one's got some distance. Culberson fields it at the 19, tries to shoot.
You guys remember what the Celtics did the last time they had the ball?
Gain of 9 yards.
Exactly. It was 3 and out so fast they had to ask for slow-mo replay to recap it.
We've got a 1st and 10.
At the 28-yard line. 1st and 10.
High formation here. They hand it off. Tackle at the 42-yard line. And that was an excellent run there.
Yeah, Brad, but it was also great blocking up front by the offensive line to open up the hole.
First
down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 42. Ace backfield. Rodgers with a takedown at the 46-yard line. Culberson picks up about 4 yards on the play.
Second down. 6. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Minnesota goes with the ace set here. Another run. Makes a move. He's taken down at the 48-yard line. Gain of 2.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Third down and 4 coming up on this one.
Ball
on their own 48. The Gophers go with the I formation. Shine. Back to throw. Throw in deep down the left sideline. The ball is tipped. He almost had the completion.
Yeah, but the defense was ready and were able to get a hand on the pass and bring up 4th down.
4th and 4.
And they're ready to punt this one away. Cox back deep to return. He punts it away. It's a high kick. Cox fields it at the 11.
Yo, the defense really stepped up to force that 3 and out on the last drive.
Yeah, the offense wasn't clicking on their last possession. We'll see if they have things figured out on this next drive.
They'll
go to
take
work
over
at the
11-yard line. 1st and 10.
Garcia lines up with 4 wideouts. Looks. He'll take it himself. Snowball brings him down at the 15. From their own 15-yard line.
Ball on the 15-yard
It's 2nd and 6. The Boilermakers come out in the shotgun. Throws it to the outside. And he's hammered down. Good hook up there. They get an 8-yard gain and a 1st down.
Good protection. A nice route. And that's good enough to pick up a 1st down. Great.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 23.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Garcia lines up in the shotgun. Garcia sets up the play action. It's deflected.
Big-time play by the corner there, Coach.
And that's what you call picture-perfect defense.
Yep, they had everyone covered well on that play, and the quarterback had to try to force it in there.
Second
From their
and
own
10.
23-yard line. 2nd down. The Boilermakers come out showing 3 wide. Garcia drops back, stepping up. He looks. Short throw. Complete. Johnson tackles him for a loss on the play. 2-yard loss. It's third down.
Ball on the 21-yard
Garcia
line.
has 4 receivers lined up here. Garcia back to throw. Stepped up in the pocket. He tries to spin. Morales takes him down for a loss. They narrowly escape there.
It was close, but he recovers a fumble for his team and avoids a turnover.
Fourth and long.
The Boilermakers are lining up to punt it away. Culberson is back to receive. Golston punts it, and he kicked this one pretty well. Culberson fields it at the 39, fumbles the ball, and they fall on the loose ball. They should be thankful to get back.
Exactly, and the coach can breathe easy now that his own player recovered the fumble.
So they'll start this drive at midfield. The Gophers line up in an I formation.
1st and 10.
They run a counter. Brought down at the 42. Nice gain for the halfback.
That time they kept it on the ground with the counter play. The blocking was great up front, and the tailback was able to get into the open field and do some special things.
From the 42-yard line.
Ball on the 42-yard
It's 1st down.
line.
Minnesota sets up in the I. Lets it go. He snags it. Spins upfield. field. Smith tackles him at the 37. That was a good completion there.
Yeah, I really liked the good, clean routes they ran on that play.
From the 37-yard line. It's 2nd and 5 here. One-man backfield. Shine. Tosses it right. And they hit him in the backfield.
Look at that. The blitz just threw off their blocking assignments. And that's why this running back is looking for his mouthpiece right now.
They line up at the 44. 3rd and 12 coming up on this one. Shine comes to the line with 3 wide. He's looking to pass. This one is incomplete.
Oh, man. He just overthrew him that time.
Yeah, he just missed his man. Good play call. Bad pass.
4th and 12.
Minnesota ready to punt this one away. Harris is back deep to return the punt. He punts this one high in the air. Calls for the fair catch. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. They're just about ready to get this drive started. After their last series had some promise, but it ended with a punt. They'll get the ball here at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Boilermakers line up with 3 wide. Tries to juke. McQueen tackles him for a loss on the play. They'll drop him for a short loss there. It's 2nd down. They come out with 3 wide receivers. Looks to pass. Moves up in the pocket. Got it to his receiver. They got to the quarterback a little late there.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. $15-yard penalty.
The quarterback was just sitting back there unprotected, and he took a cheap shot.
Well, now the offense is going to get a cheap 15 yards.
And I'll guarantee that coach will chew him out for that hit.
1st and 10.
We've got a 1st and 10.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
49. Garcia has 4 receivers lined up here. Garcia on 1st down. Throws it out there. They'll bring him down at the 42. And Herbie, that was a good-looking throw.
Yeah, and what impresses me is the composure of this young quarterback. He made a great read, saw the open receiver, and delivered an almost perfect strike. Good-looking play.
2nd and 1.
2nd down.
On the 42-yard line.
Garcia is back in the gun, and that defense is getting a little excited down there.
Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
Well, the offense is helped out by that defensive penalty.
You bet they are. That's an easy way to pick up yards.
First down, 10 to go.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
And they got to him before he could get back to the line.
Makes
The
the stop.
defense just blew that one up in the backfield.
Just nowhere to run on that play, Coach. The halfback had nowhere to go from the get-go.
It's 2nd down and 12 to go.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Garcia lines up in the shotgun. Garcia back to pass. Looking. He's going right. And they make the stop at the 30-yard line. That one worked pretty well.
And it's a good job here by the wide receiver to get open. He created good separation from the defense.
It's 3rd and 3. Ball on the 30-yard line. Purdue comes to the line with 3 wide. Under heavy pressure. Throws this one out to the right. The defender could only get a hand on it.
A hand on it? If this kid wants to be a big-time player, he better start getting 2 hands on it.
The ball should have been picked off.
It's fourth down, and the kicking team's on to try this 47-yard field goal. London could make it a two-score game. It's up, and it's good.
Not a bad kick to get your team 3 points, Kirk.
Yeah, he got some good leg behind it, and he kicked an accurate ball right between the goalposts.
Purdue is lining up to kick this one off. And this one's away. Culberson gives it in the end zone. Before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. The offense will take over at the 20-yard line.
Start the drive at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
They line up in a double tight set. Culberson gets the carry. There he goes! And down he goes at the 38. And that one goes for a big, big first down.
You know, every time you run the ball successfully like that, that defense starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go to the air, my friend. Over the top.
First down.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Shine with 4 wide receivers. Up the middle. Mills brings him down at the 39. Culberson picks up a yard of it. That'll make it second down. It's second and 9.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
The Golden Gophers line up with a single set backfield. He's tackled at the 41-yard line. Maybe a few, but that's it. Third and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 41-yard. The Gophers line up in an I formation. Shine drops the throw. Throws. It's tipped. So that'll bring up a fourth down.
The coach spoke really highly of this kid before the game. Now I can see why.
If this guy keeps making plays like that, then there will be a lot more people than his coach talking about him in the future.
4th and 7. Ball on the
The Golden
41-yard
Gophers
line.
line up the punt. Cox is the deep man awaiting the return. Wise punts it away, and this one's got some distance. Cox calls for the fair catch. They'll down the punt at the 9. A scoring drive the last time out for this offense, and they'll huddle up for this drive. They'll start this drive at the 9-yard line.
Start the drive at the 9-yard line. First and 10.
The Gophers line up in a nickel back. Drops back on first down. He passes it. Open man, and it's his wide receiver. He may take it at the 40. Across midfield. At the 30. To the 20. To the 10. Touchdown, Boilermakers. What a strike for the score.
He did a nice job of looking off his defenders.
Well, I think they might have gone just a little too far that time.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the drive.
They'll line up for the extra point here. And he hits the PAT. Under a minute now in the first quarter, and the score, Purdue 17, Minnesota nothing. Purdue lines up for the kickoff. Culberson and Washington set to return. Kicks off. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. They'll go to work at the 20-yard line. First and 10. The Gophers come out in the ace formation. Culberson on the inside handoff. Here we go. And they make the stop at the 33-yard line. Picked up big yards there, and he's going to have a first down.
Yeah, nice job there. This guy does a good job in reading his blocks and accelerating through the holes.
First down, 10 to go.
On the 33-yard
line. Culberson alone back. Shine. Little toss to the right. Hands it to the senior.
Hey, the kid throws a nice pass. They need to put him underneath the center a bit more after that one.
Well, I think he's pretty good at his normal position, but I like how the coach uses him once in a while for some trick plays.
It's first down.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Minnesota comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Rogers with the tackle. He may have got back to the line of scrimmage. And that'll be the end of the first quarter with our score, Purdue 17, Minnesota nothing. Second and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. The Gophers line up with a single set backfield. And he's taken down at the 50-yard line. The running back gives him 6 on the ground. It's third down and 4 to go. Ball right around midfield. Minnesota comes out with an I formation. Again with a carry. He jukes. And he's tackled at the 39. And they get a nice gain on third down.
When we talked to the coach, he mentioned that he wanted to run the ball against this defense. And he felt that he may have some success. Well, they had some success on that play.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics brought to you by Coca-Cola. Minnesota goes with the ace set here.
They sure shut down the halfback on that play.
Boy, they were in the backfield in a hurry. The back just had no space to run the football.
It's second down.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Culberson alone in the backfield. Again with the run. He jukes. And down he goes. At the 33-yard line. Culberson gets 6 yards on the play. The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. The Gophers come out in the ace formation. Someone got a hand on it. Nice job there to bring up a fourth down.
Pretty good throw here by the quarterback, but he couldn't quite get it in there. That was a nice job by the defense.
It's fourth down, and the offense is getting set to go for it. Minnesota comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Shine. Lets it go. It's tipped. The defense stopped him.
That fourth down play was very important as far as the Big Mo is concerned. Now they have momentum on their side. Go for it.
They'll go to work at the 33.
Take over at the 33-yard line. First and 10.
Purdue comes to the line with 3 wide. Garcia goes down with a sack. Second and long coming up here.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Purdue lines up in a shotgun set. Looking to throw. Spinning. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield.
50 with the tackle. Loss of 6 on the play.
Third from their own 20-yard line. Third down. Purdue comes out in the shotgun. Garcia back to throw. Throws this one out to the left. It's caught one-handed. Fellas, he's really out to an outstanding start in this football game.
Hey, if he continues at this pace, he may go for 500 yards.
I'll tell you what, this guy is so much fun to watch when he gets into a rhythm like this.
It's first and 10.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Garcia with 3 wide receivers. And he takes a big hit at the 44-yard line. Nice tackle to bring him down before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Solid effort there to break up that play.
Second down. 13. Ball on the 44-yard line.
The Boilermakers line up with 4 wideouts. Loose football. And the defense is on it. And that fumble recovery may give this defense the spark they needed.
You're right. This kid is a huge swing in momentum.
They'll
start this drive in midfield.
First and 10.
The Golden Gophers line up in an I formation. And they make the stop at the 47. Culberson gains about 5 yards on the run.
Gain on the play.
Second and 5 coming up here. Ball on the 47-yard line. The Gophers go with the I formation. Again with the run. Shifty move there. Johnson brings him down at the 47-yard area.
No gain on the play.
Third and 5.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
The Golden Gophers come out in the ace formation. Throws it. It's caught one-handed. About 3 yards on the play fake.
Fourth and 2.
The Golden Gophers are lining up to punt it away. Horton, the return man. It's a high kick, and it holds up there. Harris signals for a fair catch. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession.
The
First down.
Boilermakers take over at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Garcia lines up in the shotgun. Little handoff. Down in the open field. A gain of 9 yards on the play. It's second down.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Purdue in a 5-wide set. Feeling the pressure. It's knocked away, incomplete. Harvey was the intended receiver on that pass. That'll make it third down. Third and one. Ball on the 29.
On the 29-yard line.
The Boilermakers have 3 receivers bunched. They'll get him for a loss. 3 plays, 0 first downs.
Well, this defense looks very impressive right now. They suffocated the offense that go-around.
4th and 4.
Purdue lining up the punt.
26-yard line.
Golston is waiting for the snap. Golston punts it, and he kicked it one pretty well. Culberson fields it at the 26. This defense did a good job on the last series. They forced the offense to go 3 plays and out.
And now they're looking to build off of that and shut them down right here.
They'll set up shop at the 33-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Boilermakers bring in the nickel package. Tackle at the 49-yard line. And I believe that run right there puts him over the century mark.
It sure did, and he is really running hard today. This guy has great vision when it comes to finding open space and running through it.
They line up at the 49.
On the 49-yard
First down. The Golden Gophers come out in the ace formation. Another run. Juke move. And he's tackled in the open field. And he reeled off a big one there.
This offensive line is built to allow this tailback to make plays, as you just saw. He's able to get into the open and create some excitement right there.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coke. Minnesota goes with the ace set here. The Gophers line up with a single set backfield. Hands it off. He's tackled at the 29. Culberson, he's about 8 yards on the run.
Gain of 8 on the play.
From the 29-yard line, it's second down. One-man backfield. There's a play fake. Slips it short. Caught. Brought down at the 7-yard line. Nice job by the quarterback to hit the tight end for a decent gain.
This guy's not going to burn too many guys deep, but he's definitely a good possession guy who you can rely on.
Minnesota sets up in the eye. Shine with the give. Touchdown, Minnesota! The halfback punches it in for the score.
Boy, that was a nice play. Let me tell you why. He had good blocking up front, a halfback who runs hard. What else can you ask for when you're inside the 10-yard line?
So the kicker's on the field to attempt the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Minnesota to kick. He boots it deep downfield. Smith from his own end zone. Not a very good series for this offense on their last drive as they were forced into a 3-and-out.
Boy, oh boy, they had nothing going last time.
Yeah, maybe, Scooter, you need to get out there and show them what you're made of.
Somebody get me a helmet quickly.
The Purdue Boilermakers
They'll start
at the
20.
drive at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Gophers line up with 6 defensive backs. Garcia drops back to pass. The ball is tipped.
I'll tell you what, Kirk, if that receiver doesn't get more aggressive, this defense is going to be knocking the balls down all game long.
You're absolutely right. That was a heads-up play by the corner, but it would have never happened if the receiver would have come back to the ball instead of waiting for it to fall into his lap.
2nd and 10.
They line up at the 20.
20-yard
2nd down and 10 to go. 3 wideouts here. Here's a handoff left side. A little juke. And they make the stop at the 32-yard line. And that was a nice run. Kirk, that was a great job by that big offensive line.
Yeah, it really was, Brad. And also, a nice read by the ball carrier to find that running lane.
When you break one like that, you got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line.
They line up in the shotgun. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. Here's the long ball, left side. It's tipped.
The pass ball's
The
incomplete.
corner made a good play on the ball.
He sure did. This kid is very athletic. If he doesn't get a pick, he does his best to knock the ball down.
2nd down, 10 yards to
Ball
go.
on the
Ball on the
32-yard
32-yard line. They come out in a 5-wide set. Garcia, back to pass. He's looking. He guns it. Down the sideline. To the 10. Touchdown! And he just hauled in his 2nd touchdown catch of the day.
The defense needs to put somebody on this guy before he does some serious damage.
Getting pressure on the quarterback is also key. You can't let this guy play pitch and catch with his receivers all day.
And they line up for the point after. And he converts the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Purdue to kick this one off. Culberson and Washington deep to return. Here's the kick. The coach was not happy with his defensive line on the last drive as this offense seemingly ran all over them.
Yeah, this offensive line has been opening up holes that even you, Coach, could run through.
You're not kidding, Kirk. They've been dominating up front.
This drive will start at the 20-yard line. Culberson is the deep back as they line up in the I. And he's taken down at the 21.
24, the ball carrier.
Culberson
1 yard
picks up a
gain
yard on the play. They line up at the 21.
Ball
It's
on the
2nd down and 9 to go.
21-yard line.
The Gophers come out in the ace formation. The halfback with the carry. Tackle at the 25.
Number 24
Culberson
on the run.
gets about 4 yards on the
4
play.
on the play.
From their own 25-yard line. 3rd and 5 situation. The Golden Gophers line up in an I formation. They're in the I. Gives it up the gut. Got some open field. Robinson with the tackle at the 40. And that'll give him another first down.
Excellent job there, Brad, of running the football. That was good execution by this offense.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers brought to you by Coke. Minnesota comes out with an I formation. Setting up play action. Wants to throw outside. Robinson with a takedown at the 43-yard line. A good play fake that time.
Here, the play action was key. It held the linebackers there by the fake by the running back, and the running back did a very nice job of carrying out his fake.
And the quarterback did a tremendous job of the fake handoff, too.
First and 10. Ball on the
43-yard line.
Minnesota comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. They'll give it off here. Tackle made at the 41.
Number 24.
Culberson picks up 2 yards with the carry. That'll bring up second down. From the 41-yard line.
On the 41-yard
Second down.
line.
Culberson lines up in a deep back, I formation. Culberson gets the carry. And they make the stop at the 38. Culberson gains around 3 yards on the run. So that'll make it third down. The offense faces another third down as they line it up. Culberson is the deep back as they line up in the I. Shine will hand it off. He's taken down at the 31.
On the run.
Close call, but it's good for the first down.
That defender down there is upset. He knows that if he would have gotten to the play a second sooner, he would have been able to make the stop. But a great call and a good run there on third down.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 31. The Golden Gophers come out in the ace formation. Shine hands it off. He tackles him for a loss. So the halfback loses about 2 on the run. Second and 12 coming up here. Ball on the 33.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Shine has trips to his left. Again with the run. And he's taken down at the 31-yard line. Culberson gains about 2 yards on the run. The offense lines up trying to convert on third down here. The Gophers go with the I formation. Looking. He gets the pass away. They got to him as he was throwing that time.
That one must have been intercepted.
Either that or sack. I don't know how he got rid of the ball.
So they're going to go for it here.
4th and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line.
Single set backfield. Shine needs this pass. They took a gamble, but they lost.
Well, that gamble could really end up hurting them because if the opposing offense scores, then everybody's going to be pointing the fingers at that old coach.
They'll start this drive at the 31. Purdue in a 4-wide set. The defense jumped, but I think a lineman moved first.
Offsides on the defense.
So they'll move them back after the penalty.
I bet that one has the fans steaming.
That wasn't a very bright play by that young man. You can bet that the fans aren't the only ones unhappy. His coaches don't look too happy either.
Back to pass. He steps up, catches it. Glover brings him down at the 47-yard line. Another pass, another completion. And guys, he's already got 300 yards.
You know, he's on pace to break some records. What do you think, Kirk?
Might be too early to say, but 300 yards in the first half is pretty impressive.
It's first and 10. Ball right around midfield. Going with the shotgun here. Garcia goes with a play fake. Batted ball. I bet that one stung a little bit.
Yep. The quarterback tried to zip that one in there, but good job to knock it down.
They line up with the 47.
Ball on the
Second down and 10 to go. Garcia comes to the line with 3 wide. Drops back to pass. He steps up. The senior makes the catch. Kirk, that was a nice grab there.
You know, it may be simple, but whenever you can gain solid yardage, you're doing something right.
From the 48-yard line.
Ball
3rd and 5 coming up.
48-yard line.
4 wide. Surveys the field. Lets it fly. Someone got a hand on it. Nice play by the defense to bring up 4th down.
The defender made a solid effort to get to the ball there. Nice stop.
4th and 5.
Purdue ready to put this one away. Brown is back deep to return. Golston punts it, and this is a wonderful kick. Green calls for the fair catch. The offense saw their last drive end on 4th down. Will we see a similar result this time? They'll set up shop at the 20. Minnesota comes out with 2 tight ends. He jukes it. Excellent open field tackle. So he turns the counter into a 9-yard gain.
9-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd down and a yard to
Ball
go.
on the 29-yard line.
The Gophers line up with a single set backfield. With the run once again. He's tackled at the 49. Didn't get anything.
No gain on the play.
They line up with the 29. It's 3rd and 1. Culberson lines up in a deep back, I formation. Shine gives it left. There's a missed tackle. Horton tackles him from the 37-yard line. And that one goes for a big first down.
You know, every time you run the ball successfully like that, that defense starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go to the air, my friend. Over the top.
37-yard line.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line. Minnesota comes to the line with 3 wide. Looks, throws back across field. It's tipped. Well defended that time.
You're right. Great job here by the defender playing the ball, keeping his balance, and getting in the way of that pass.
They line up to the 37.
Ball on the
So it's 2nd and 10.
37-yard line.
The Gophers come out in the ace formation. Shine, set to go to the air. Slips it short. Got it to the senior. Brought down at the 45. That's a gain of 8. The offense faces another 3rd down as they line up. The Golden Gophers line up in a goal line formation. They'll go with the run once again. They haven't been stopped on 3rd down this whole drive.
And that can be really frustrating as a defense because every time you have the chance to get off the field, you come up short and let the drive continue.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 48.
48-yard line.
Shine with 3 wide receivers. Shine sets up the play action. Daniel brings him down at the 47-yard line. Minnesota will take a timeout. That's their first of the half. 2nd and 5 coming up here. Ball on the 47. Minnesota goes with the ace set here. Shine. Drops the throw. Batted ball. How about that for a great play?
Talking about great plays, the defender made a spectacular stab at the ball there and broke it up.
They've been 2 for 2 on 3rd downs in this drive, so they'll try to convert again here. Culberson lines up as a single back. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Across the middle. And he's tackled at the 28. Minnesota will take their 2nd time out of the half. Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Minnesota comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Wants to throw outside. The 5. He's all the way. Touchdown. The wideout makes a big catch there.
Hey, whenever you have a receiver who can make plays like that, you just want to get the ball in his hands and let him do the work.
Listen up, my friend. That was a tremendous throw by the quarterback, too. Don't forget about the guy slinging the ball all over the field out there.
They'll line it up for the extra point. And he adds the extra point. Less than a minute remains in the 2nd quarter, and our score is Purdue 24, Minnesota 14. They line up to kick this one away. Kicks it off. Smith fields it in the end zone. So the offense takes over, and they'll try to figure out this defense as they forced them to punt the last time they had the ball. They'll take over at the 20.
Take over at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Purdue in a 4-wide set. Garcia to the air on 1st down. And it falls incomplete. This one will be interference, but who's it going to be called on?
Pass interference on the defense. Spot foul, 1st down.
The defender got a little too aggressive on that play.
Yeah, you're allowed to check a receiver downfield, but once the ball's in the air, you have to let go.
And he hung on too long that time.
First down, 10 yards to
Ball
go.
on the 25-yard line.
The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers. Garcia steps back to pass. He's looking. Throws this one out to the right. Coach, you made a nice defensive play there.
He sure did. He just stuck his hand out and hit the football.
That'll make it 2nd down. They'll line up at the 25. 2nd down. The Boilermakers set up in the gun. And the snap goes to the back. And he hits him hard at the 23-yard line.
Loss of 2 on the play.
From their own 23-yard line. 3rd and 12. The Boilermakers come out in a shotgun. There's been no lack of scoring here as we've reached halftime. The score, Purdue 24, Minnesota 14. And we're just about set to get things underway here in the second half. And this one's away. And this one's going to come back to the 20. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive.
It's first down at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Boilermakers line up with 4 wideouts. Drops back to pass. Throws short. Incomplete pass. And the ball is roughly separated from the receiver by the defender.
And that's the way you play defense. Rough and tough with no apologies.
Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 20-yard line. The Boilermakers come out in a shotgun. He flings it. Finds his receiver. Nice little pitch and catch with a wideout.
Quarterback and receiver spend a lot of time together. The coaches say they stay after practice just working on their timing, and right there it paid off.
We've got a 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Ball on the 34-yard line. Garcia is back in the gun. He lets it go. Got him again. The quarterback broke down the coverage on that one. First down.
When you drop back to pass and see zone, it's a matter of you and the receiver getting on the right page and finding the right window to put the ball through.
Hey, Kirk, that's probably what you did playing in the backyard, right? But you broke a lot of windows, I bet you.
1st and 10.
It's 1st and 10. 3 wideouts here. Garcia on 1st down. Throws to the middle. And he gets peppered. Good job to avoid the rush and get the pass off.
Well, when you're trying to get to the quarterback with the blitz, you better have some talented corners because they could end up on an island out there all alone.
Second and short. Ball on the 31-yard line.
The Boilermakers set up in the gun. Garcia gets taken down for the sack.
Makes the sack. 5-yard loss on the play.
From the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
They line up in the shotgun. Garcia drops to throw. Looking. Throwing right. Picked off from the deflection. The 50. And they'll return this one all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Man, that was a super play by the defender. Excellent interception. And it needed a better return for the score.
And the quarterback wishes that he could have that one back. Those are the kind of touchdown passes you don't want to throw.
Here's the extra point to get within a field goal. And he hits the PAT. Looks like they're ready for the kick. Nice kick, plenty of distance. Cox fields it in the end zone. All that work and nothing to show for their last drive.
Yeah, but these are tough kids, physically and mentally. I wouldn't be surprised to see them put together another long drive and get some points this time.
The Purdue Boilermakers
They'll go to work
at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Garcia comes to the line with 3 wide. Garcia on 1st down. Surveys the field. He's looking for his man. Got him. He's all the way down to the 49. So what do you think of this receiver after that play?
Quarterback made a nice throw, but it was the receiver who made this happen. That's a great way to make a statement.
Yep, I think I would start to double cover this kid. He's just too dangerous.
First and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Purdue comes out in the shotgun. Garcia back to throw. Swings it out to his man on the screen. He's tackled at the 47. Nice little pattern there.
Yeah, he had great position there, and that ball was thrown in the right spot.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
The Boilermakers come out in the ace formation. And he hit immediately. Short pass there, and they get a moderate gain.
There's nothing wrong with nickel and diming him down the field.
It's third down and 2 to go.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
The Boilermakers are lining up with 3 receivers. Bowman tackles him for a loss on the play. Great stop by the defender there. And guys, that's what makes him one of the best in the country.
Yep, he does it all, Brad. Here he just read the play and jumped on the ball carrier in the backfield. I love this kid. I think he's great.
The punter comes on the field, getting ready to send one off. Golston awaits the snap. Hangs it up high. Green signals for a fair catch, and he can't hang on to the ball.
Personal foul. Kick catching interference on the kicking team. 15 yards, and he's caught the foul. First down.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 25-yard line. Culberson alone in the backfield. First down, looking to throw. He looks. That's a great tackle at the 18-yard line. They line up at the 18. Second down. Minnesota comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. He's looking to pass. Shine. Lets it go. Complete. He's pushed out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Good gain on the pass to the running back.
This young man is becoming more and more part of this passing game. He does a great job of making guys miss after the catch.
From their own 26-yard line. It's third down. Purdue brings in the nickel here. Lets it go. He spins. Tackle at the 26. That was a nice stretch for the D there.
Yeah, they really cranked it up a notch on that series.
Fourth and 9.
Minnesota lining up the punt. Wise is waiting for the snap. Booming kick. Takes it to 21. They were lucky to prevent a big return there.
Yep, that could have been big if he could have gotten a few more blocks and was able to find the seam.
First down, 10 to go.
Will start the
on the
drive
27.
at the 27-yard line. First and 10.
The Boilermakers come out in the shotgun. First down, looking to throw. Looks, he throws it. And they couldn't hook up on that one.
And that one's going to go down in the stats as a drop, but that would have been a tough catch.
Well, when you're going to school for free to play football, they expect you to catch those, Kirk. Now, I know the defender got in there to break it up, but there are just no excuses for that. You touch it, you catch it. That always has been the rule.
They line up at the 27. Second down, 10 yards to go. Garcia is back in the gun. Garcia drops back into coverage, and the defense has it. And the defense gets their second of the game.
Before the game, guys, the coach told me it was very important that his team win the turnover battle. And this interception certainly helps.
Well, it doesn't matter how many yards you gain or passes you complete. If you turn the ball over a lot, then you're usually going to lose the game.
They're going to flag the celebration there.
Personal foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct. 15-yard penalty. First down.
This is a great place to start the drive on the opponent's side of the 50.
First and 10.
Minnesota goes with the ace set here. Culberson on the toss, and they hit him in the backfield. The offense couldn't get those linemen blocked, and they'll lose yards.
Well, here the defensive lineman did a great job at sealing up the hole at the line of scrimmage.
They line up at the 49. Second and long. Culberson is the deep back as they line up in the I. Shine steps back to pass. Incomplete pass.
Way to keep your head on a swivel, kid. That was a nice job of locating the football and knocking it down to prevent the completion.
Sure was, Coach. He put himself in great position to make a play.
So that'll make it third down.
Third
and about 15 yards to the sticks.
49-yard.
Ball on their own 49. The Boilermakers line up in a nickelback. Drops back to pass. Throws it up there. And it's caught. He made the catch, but he didn't get the first down.
Yeah, right now the way this defense is swarming, there's just no room for him to get upfield for the first down.
Fourth and 10.
So they're set to punt this one away.
46-yard.
Harris is the deep man and awaiting the return. Hangs it up high. Signals for a fair catch. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll start this drive at the 20.
At the 20-yard line. First and 10.
The Boilermakers are lining up with three receivers. Garcia looking to throw on first down. Caught. And down he goes at the 24.
You know, I talked to the quarterback's coach earlier this week, and he anticipated this kind of performance from his quarterback. I understood why, because he was very, very sharp in practice, fellas.
You're right, and it's carried on to the field today. He's got over 400 yards after that last pass.
They line up at the 24. It's second down and 6 to go. Garcia lines up with four wideouts. Makes a move. And he's level at the 37-yard line. And the delayed handoff works for a big gain.
Got to be happy with the effort there by your tailback.
You are absolutely right.
Here are the offensive production stats, brought to you today by Coca-Cola. Garcia lines up in the shotgun.
Blue 19.
They'll go with the run once again. Snowball tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play.
That blitz was coming pretty hard that time, Kirk.
There was just nowhere for the running back to go. Great penetration by this defense.
It's second and 11. Ball on the 36. The Boilermakers come out in a shotgun. He drops back. Short toss. Someone got a hand on it.
Good job there by the defense to get a hand on it.
It was, Kirk, but when you're going out for a pass and the ball is in the air, you need to go after it and come down with it. You just can't watch the defender bat it down.
Third and 11.
Third and 11 here. The Boilermakers line up with three receivers bunched. Garcia back to throw. Bowman comes up with a sack. The tackle got embarrassed that time, allowing the end to come free for the sack.
Look out block. The tackle gets beat and yells, "Look out!" Trust me, it's not what you want to hear as a quarterback.
Fourth and long.
Purdue
Ball
lining
on
up the punt.
31-yard line.
Golston awaits the snap. Golston punts it away, and this is just a beauty. Great kick. Culberson fields it at the 24. The offense comes back down the field, hoping to build off their last drive.
Well, they had something going, but were unable to get any points.
The offense will take over at the 26-yard line.
First and 10.
Culberson lines up in a deep back, I formation. Tackle made at the 28-yard line. Culberson comes away with 2 yards on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
From their own 28-yard line.
28-yard
Second down. Shine with 3 wide receivers. Shine passes. Harris with the tackle at the 34. About 6 yards on that completion. Third down. Minnesota comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. There's the play fake. He throws it, and that one's fallen incomplete. So they go 3 and out after that incompletion.
Fourth and 2.
The punt team is on the field looking to kick this one away. Cox is back to receive. Wise punts it, and this is a wonderful kick. Cox fields it at the 18, gets past the tackler. The defense did a good job against them the last time they had the ball, forcing the punt.
But remember, they had given up quite a few yards before forcing that punt. They might not be so lucky this time.
We've got a first and 10. Ball on the 35. Purdue comes to the line with 3 wide. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield.
Number 50 makes the tackle. 5-yard loss on the play.
It's second and 15.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
From the gun. Garcia set to go to the air. Complete. Brought down at the 34. So they pick up a few with a pass play, Coach.
Yeah, it was. I like plays like these. As long as you're moving forward and not backward, you're doing pretty good.
Third and 11.
The Boilermakers come out in the shotgun. Looking to throw. Steps up. Short toss. Tackle. At the 43-yard line. Kirk, what do you have for us?
Well, that catch put the receiver over 100 yards. He's been one of the quarterback's favorite targets all game long.
Fourth and 2.
So they're set to punt this one away.
43-yard line.
Golston is waiting for the snap. Golston punts it away, and this is just a beauty. Great kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Not a whole lot of success their last time out.
Not at all. This offense has to do a better job of staying on the field and giving their defense a chance to catch their breath.
They'll set up shop at the 20-yard line. Ace backfield. Brings him down for a loss.
That was a fantastic play by this defense.
You're right. Poor halfback, he had nowhere to go.
They line up at the 17. It's second and 13. Shine with 4 wide receivers. Sheds 1 tackler. Butler with a takedown at the 19-yard line. Culberson comes away with 2 yards on the carry. Third from their own 19-yard line. 3rd and 11 coming up here. Minnesota sets up with 4 receivers. Shine drops back to pass. And it's caught. Rogers with the tackle at the 27. Wow, a long gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, the offense hurt themselves by digging themselves into a hole on 1st and 2nd down, so the defense didn't really have to put too much thought in how to defend on that 3rd down.
4th and 3.
The punt team is on the field looking to kick this one away. Cox, the return man. Booming kick. 27. The defense really shut these guys down the last time they had the ball.
The offense looked a bit out of sync on that last possession, Coach.
And it was the defense that threw them out of sync, Kirk. Those guys are fired up. Let's see if they can hold them again.
The offense will start at the 27-yard line. Purdue comes to the line with 3 wide. And he is drilled at the 22. They line up at the 22. 2nd and 15. The Boilermakers with 4 receivers. Flips it. Catches it. Tackle made at the 27. There's a player injured down on the field. I can't see who it is.
Oof, this would be a huge loss for this team. Let's hope this guy can get back into the game.
Third and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line.
4 wide. He drops back. Stepping up. He passes it. Caught. He's all the way down to the 33-yard line. And that's the way you're supposed to play pitch and catch.
Absolutely. You know, this wide receiver is a difference maker. He's one of those players that has a chance to go the distance every time you get him the ball.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 33. 1-man backfield. Drops back on 1st down. Batted ball. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it.
The fastball's
And that was a good defensive play.
Yeah, guys, this is because he's in great position to make the play.
So that make it 2nd down. They line up at the 33.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Purdue lines up in a shotgun set. He flings it right. Intercepted off the tip. He's got some blockers. Down the sideline. At the 30, to the 20, to the 10. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. And that was about the worst thing you could ask for.
Oh, that hurts. The worst thing that can happen. And now you've got to regroup and try to get back on the field for another set of downs.
So the kicker lines up for the PAT. He splits the uprights with the extra point. So with less than 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, the score is Minnesota 28, Purdue 24. Minnesota to kick.
Minnesota
Cox
is
and
lined up for
Smith
the
back
kickoff.
deep to return. And this one's away. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. The defense bet about as far back as you can that last series before getting the interception.
Hey, a defense can do somersaults or even a triple sow cows, just as long as they keep the offense out of the end zone.
Take over at the 20-yard line.
Yep, I
First
dated
and
one
10.
back in college. Man, could she cook.
Owen is back in the gun. Owen. Well set up. Wow, very close to turning it over, but they'll keep possession of the football.
Way to play heads up out there. That's just one more reason to play to the whistle.
From their own 14-yard line.
Ball on the 14-yard
Second down.
line.
They come out with three wide receivers. And now he's going to improvise. And he's hammered down. Third down. Owen has four receivers lined up here. Owen drops to throw. He rolls out to the right. That's incomplete. And that'll make it fourth down.
Fourth and long.
The Boilermakers are lining up to punt it away. Culberson back deep to return. Golston punts it away, and this one's got some distance. Culberson field at the 38. So the offense takes over, and the last time they had the ball, tough time getting anything going.
They'll start the drive
at the 46-yard line.
46-yard line. First and 10.
Minnesota goes with the ace set here. He'll dump it short. Good open field tackle. And they get 5 yards from that completion. From the 49-yard line. It's second down and 5 to go. Minnesota comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Culberson on the draw. And they make the stop at the 42. And that was a nice job of running.
You know what, Brad? If they can utilize a balanced offense, mix up the run with the pass, they should be able to get more of these 5 to 6 yard runs.
We got a first and 10. Ball on the 42. Minnesota comes out with an I formation. Shine off the fake. Throws this one out to the right.
That's what a good pass rush can do for you.
Yep, they got in the quarterback's face and made it tough on him to throw a good pass.
They line up at the 42.
Ball on the 42-yard
It's second and 10.
line.
High formation here on play action. Lets it fly. Got him on the run. And he's all the way down to the 13. He threw a strike that time, Coach.
You ain't kidding. That kid's got some kind of arm, and it carried him to a big game right there.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. The last time they were in the red zone, they got a touchdown out of it. Shine, unloads. He catches it with one hand. They pick up 2 on the pass play. from the 11-yard line.
Ball on the 11-yard
Second down.
line.
Culberson lines up as a single back. They'll bring him down at the 8. So the old counter gets 2, maybe 3 yards.
Yard gain on the play.
38-yard line.
Ball
Third
on
and
the
5. One-man backfield. Looking to throw. Looks to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Looked like the defense just forgot about the tight end on that play.
Yeah, he seemed to slip right through the secondary and find an opening. I can't believe the defense allowed that to happen.
Especially in the red zone, Kirk. They got to be aware of this guy's pass-catching abilities.
So the kicking team will line up for the point after. And he adds the extra point. Less than a minute remains in the third quarter with the score, Minnesota 35, Purdue 24. Looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Kicks off. No chance for a return. It'll come out to the 20. Well, the offense couldn't get anything going on their last drive. Let's see if they can do a little bit better here. The offense will take over at the 20-yard line.
20-yard line. First and 10.
Owen lines up in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. He airs it out. Got it ball. Incomplete pass.
That's just good defense right there, Coach.
It was, Kirk, but you know what? It's all reaction. Anytime you're out there on defense and the pass is within arm's length away, you knock it down.
So that'll make it second down.
Ball
Second
on the
and 10.
20-yard line.
Going with the shotgun here. Myron gets the ball. Taylor tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play. He didn't get much on that play at all.
Brad, the defense had that play read and sealed it off from the get-go.
Third down.
13. Ball on the 17-yard line.
The Boilermakers set up in the gun. With a quick throw. Got it to his receiver. Brought down in the open field.
Now that's what you have to do on 3rd and long.
Yep. Right at him and hit him in the mouth. That's a great conversion to get the first down.
First and 10. So that brings us to the end of the quarter, and at the end of 3, our score, Minnesota 35, Purdue 24. First and 10. Ball on their own 41.
41-yard line.
Purdue lines up in a shotgun set. Looks to pass. And he tackles him hard at the 38-yard line.
Makes the sack. 3-yard loss on the play.
Second down, 13 yards to go.
Ball on the 38-yard
Ball on the
line.
38-yard line. The Boilermakers come out showing 3 wide. Here's the give. Snowball brings him down at the 40-yard line.
With the carry.
Maybe a
Gain
few,
of
but
2
that's it.
on the play.
The offense faces another third down as they line it up. Owen lines up with 5 wide out. Owen back to throw. Throws it. Got it to his receiver. And they make the stop at the 49-yard line. He made the catch, and they're still going to be short.
Hey, if you would have gotten some yards on first and second down, you wouldn't have needed so many on third down.
It's fourth down, and the offense is getting set to go for it. The Boilermakers line up with 3 receivers bunched. Owen steps back to pass. To the 10. He's going to take it to the barn. Touchdown. He hauled in the long pass for the touchdown.
This receiver is big time, big play. If this were baseball, he'd bat cleanup because he's the biggest home run threat they got.
So the kicker's going to stay on the sideline. These guys will try for a 2-point conversion. Purdue lines up in a bunch formation. McQueen tackles him for a loss on the play. London
is
ready to
lined
kick
up for the kickoff. Number 24.
He sends this one deep. Culberson from his own end zone. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. So a huge series here. We'll find out what each team is made of. Shine comes to the line with 3 wide. Tries to juke. And down he goes at the 25-yard line. Culberson comes away with 5 yards on the carry.
On the play.
So line up at the 25.
Ball on the 25
It's 2nd and 5 here. The Gophers come out in the ace formation. Shine hands it off straight ahead. Daniels with the tackle at the 28.
Well, put up the deuce on them. That's 200 yards for this halfback, Kirk.
I don't know what's bigger, you saying deuce or him getting 200 yards. And you know what's crazy? It's just been tough, smash-mouth football.
I'd say it worked pretty well for them today. And somebody, please give this guy a game ball.
Minnesota comes out with an I formation. Shine flips it out. Brought down at the 28-yard line. Didn't have the ball over there.
Having ball control is important in football, and 3 and out is what you want to avoid for sure.
4th and 2.
They come out in a punt formation.
8-yard line.
Wise awaits the snap. Flags are all over the place, and they'll blow it dead.
Offsides. On the defense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
It's first down.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
And he's level at the 27. Good play there by the defense.
This is just a loss as a tailback. But the defense gets a good read on this play and was able to stop him for a loss.
From their own 27-yard line, it's 2nd down. The Golden Gophers line up with a single set backfield. He's looking to pass. Across the middle. Johnson with a takedown at the 40. Superb effort by the receiver to come down with that ball.
This comes down to the timing between the quarterback and the receiver, and the result, again, a nice play for the offense.
From their own 40-yard line.
Ball on the
It's 3rd and 3. Minnesota sets up in the I. They'll run for the first on 3rd and short. Minor tackles him at the 47-yard line. He's now put up over 200 yards on the ground.
It's really not a surprise. The offense came in here and wanted to run the football.
Well, they've been running the ball all right, up and down the field all day long.
First down, 10 yards to go. The Gophers line up with trips left. Oh, man, did he take a hit. Culberson gets 6 yards on the carry.
6 on the play.
Second and 4. Ball on the 47-yard line. Minnesota in a 4-wide set. Fakes to the back. He passes it. He snags it. Knocked out of bounds at the 43. They just took what the defense gave them on that play.
Yeah, you're right. That was a good job of getting that pass completed for positive yardage.
They'll line it up again on 3rd down.
On the 43-yard line.
They're crowding that line of scrimmage. Try to get the first on the ground. Tackle at the 41. They haven't been stopped on 3rd down this whole drive.
And that could be really frustrating as a defense because every time you have the chance to get off the field, you come up short and let the drive continue.
1st and 10.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 41. Culberson is the single setback. Throws down the middle. And a nice pass to the tight end.
Yeah, this is what I like. Move the ball down the field. Use that nice and steady intermediate passing game.
They line up at the 33.
On the 33-yard line.
One-man backfield. They'll go with the run once again. Tackle made at the 30. So they go on the ground and pick up another first down.
Yo, nice run and good job to keep the chains moving.
They are stringing together a nice little drive here. If they keep this up, it'll be hard to keep them out of the end zone.
We're at the 12th play of the drive.
On the 30-yard line.
Shine lines up with 3 receivers on his left. He with the tackle at the 23-yard line. Culberson picks up about 7 yards on the run.
Gain on the play.
It's 2nd and 3. This is the 13th play of this drive. The Golden Gophers come out in a 2 tight end set. Counter play. He's hit and got away. Horton brings him down at the 17. And this guy continues to pound it out on the ground.
You talk about a workhorse. This kid has, what, 10 carries now on this drive alone?
But that's what you got to love about the guy. Handle the ball and let him do the rest.
Have a look at our Old Spice Red Zone numbers. Red Zone, when performance matters most. In the red zone again. Let's see if it'll be another touchdown. Again, ball's loose. And he hits him hard at the 1-yard line. What a crucial turnover there. That fumble could end up being the deciding factor in this game.
I'd say it's already a deciding factor, Brad. I mean, the last time I checked, we were in the 4th quarter.
We've got an exciting one on our hands now, guys. After that fumble, I'm going to go ahead and say this one's going down to the wire.
I doubt they put the ball in the air in this situation. Evans gets the carry. Evans gains 8 yards on that play. They line up at the 9. 2nd down. Purdue comes out in the shotgun. Juku. Taylor with the tackle at the 16. So he picked up a few on that run.
Yeah, he did a nice job of using his blockers on that run. Really a nice read.
They line up at the
10.
16.
Ball on the 16-yard
First down.
line.
Owen is back in the gun. And he's taken down at the 20-yard line. It's second down. They line up in the shotgun. Owen back to pass. He steps up. He unloads it. So they gain 6 yards on the play and pick up the first down.
This is a hard play to contain if you're a defensive player. If you give him too much of a cushion, then the quarterback can hit the receiver with the short routes. If you stay on top of him, then he just might try and beat you deep.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line. The Boilermakers have 5 receivers on this play. Owen on first down. Owen delivers, and they make the stop at the 38. The wideout made a good-looking grab there.
You're right, and the quarterback threw it as soon as he saw he had that extra step.
They line up at the 38. It's first down. Purdue comes out with 3 receivers bunched. Evans again. And down he goes at the 38-yard line. No gain. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line. Purdue comes out in the shotgun. They snap it to the back. Tackle. At the 40-yard line. Evans comes away with 2 yards on the carry. So that'll make it 3rd down. Third down, 8 yards to go. Ball on the 40. Purdue lines up in a shotgun set. Owen drops back to pass. Surveys the field. Owen rifles it. And he's got it. Going the other way now. At the 40. To the 20. To the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota. And that is not what they had in mind.
It was simply a bad play. Turnovers are bad on their own, but when you add the fact that the resulting points for the opposition, that will kill you every time.
They'll line up for the extra point here. And he hits the PAT. With just over 6 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter, our score, Minnesota 42, Purdue 30. Minnesota is lining up to kick this one off. He hits a booming kick. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. So if you're the offense here, what's your mindset right now?
Well, I think they're anxious to get back out on the field. Last time out, they drove right down the field, so they know they can move it.
But they cannot turn it over again.
They'll start the
same
drive
situation.
at the 20-yard
my
line.
friends,
1st and 10.
a heartbreaker.
From the gun. Evans off the left side.
This is what you call a run blitz. The key is quickly penetrate and disrupt the running back, not allowing him to follow his blockers. Here the defense does a good job and comes up with a nice stop.
Second down, 10 yards to go.
On the 20-yard
Ball on the 20-yard line. The Boilermakers come out showing 3 wide. Owen drops back, steps up in the pocket. It's complete, and he's hit immediately. Well, Coach, a short pickup on that pass play.
It was, but you know what? As long as they've got those guys getting open underneath, it'll take a lot of pressure off those offensive linemen who are trying to hold their blocks.
6.
They line up at the 24.
4-yard line.
Third down. Purdue comes out in the shotgun. Throws. Found his man.
I'll tell you what, I feel bad for the people at home who turned this one off.
Oh, yeah, that pass really provided a spark for this team. And, hey, this is only a 2-possession ball game.
Oh, this one is far from over. And that catch should give this offense a big boost to momentum.
First down, 10 to go.
On the
Ball on the
49-yard
49-yard line. Owen lines up in the shotgun. The halfback for the carry. Oh, man, did he take a hit.
Man, I sure wouldn't want to be hit by that kid.
That's not baby fat on him anymore. He weighs 300 pounds plus. I don't know if I'd be calling him a kid.
Well, I'm not the one out there taking the hits either, my friend.
15.
They line up at the 46.
46.
Second and 15. They'll work from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss. They line up at the 43.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Owen lines up with 4 wideouts. He's looking for his man. Complete. What a catch. Solid gain, guys, but short of the first down.
Yeah, there was a nice gain. Although it didn't get him the first down, it gives him a little bit more confidence in moving the football against this defense later on in the game.
So they're going to go for it here. They put everyone up on the line. They'll throw for it. Across the middle. And it's caught. Brought down with only one man to beat.
Well, if there's one thing I learned in this game, it's to never count a team out. There's still enough time on this clock for these guys to come back and win this game.
I don't know how many more of those first downs they're going to be able to convert, though, Kirk.
We've got a first and 10.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
The Boilermakers come out in a bunch formation. It's a direct snap. They'll bring him down at the 30-yard line. Evans comes away with 5 yards on the carry. Second and 5 coming up here. Ball on the 30. Owen comes to the line with 3 wide. The big guy with room to run. The 10. Touchdown, Boilermakers. The big guy was rumbling all the way down the field on that one.
Hey, this guy might not be the fastest guy in the field, but he had enough speed and power to find the end zone right there.
They're setting up for the PAT. He splits the uprights with the extra point. So with just over 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, the score is Minnesota 42, Purdue 37. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He sends this one deep. The last time they had the ball, they gave it away on the fumble.
The old ball coach was not too happy about that either. I'd hate to see that if it happens again.
A very important possession here. Culberson lines up in the deep back I formation. Shine with a pitch. Tries to juke. Horton tackles him at the 21. So at the most, he gains a few inches. It's second and 9. Ball on their own 21. Minnesota comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Culberson gets the carry, and down he goes at the 23. Culberson comes away with 2 yards on the carry. That'll make it third down. From their own 23-yard line. Third and 7 coming up here. Minnesota goes with the A set here. Shine steps back to pass. That's close to being intercepted. That could have easily been a turnover.
I don't even think the quarterback even saw that guy.
Well, he almost saw him running the other direction with the football.
The Golden Gophers line up the punt. Cox is back deep to return the punt. Wise punts it, and he really got a leg into this one. Cox takes it to 32. What do you guys think this offense has to do to get their team back in this game?
Yep, the old kicker can stop warming up. He gets forward down the football now.
You got that right, Coach. The defense did their job. Now it's the offense's turn to try to make this a ball game.
First and 10.
Take over
Ball on their own
34-yard line. First and 10.
Purdue lines up in a shotgun set. Owen drops back to pass. The ball is tipped. Nice job getting a hand on that one.
Yeah, really good heads-up play there to get a hand on the football by the defense.
That'll make it second down. From their own 34-yard line. It's second and 10. Owen lines up in the shotgun. Owen back to throw. Darts it to the right. And it's incomplete.
Great play. That's how you make someone drop the football. Let them know you're there, and then, wow, put your pads on them.
That's the way you make it hard to catch the ball. I will say that. I agree.
It's third and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line. The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers. Looking across the middle. It's deflected, and that makes it fourth down.
Boy, great defense on that play. They were expecting the pass, and they defended it very well by getting a hand in there to break up the play.
Fourth and 10.
It's fourth down, and they're going to try to go for it. Owen is back in the gun. Owen needs this pass. This one is incomplete. And they're going to have to give the ball back after going for it on fourth and long.
Not much you can do there. You got to go for it and give yourselves a chance.
Well, I think they might have gone just a little too far that time.
Personal foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct. 15-yard penalty. First down.
They'll take over at the 49-yard line. First and 10.
Minnesota comes out with an I formation. Little handoff with spin. Daniels brings him down at the 46. Purdue just took their first time out. Second and 7. The defense sets up with 5 defensive linemen. Culberson gets the call. Spin move. Daniels with the tackle at the 46-yard line. Purdue takes a timeout, and they'll have 1 timeout left. It's third down. The Gophers line up with a single set backfield. He delivers. Jones with a takedown at the 44-yard line. That won't be enough to move the chain.
That's what I like to see. Crisp tackling by the defense so he can't get away and get enough for the first.
Minnesota ready to punt this one away. Wise is waiting for the snap. Wise punts it, and this one is a skyrocket. Signals for a fair catch. Well, guys, as this offense takes the field, tell me what you think they need to do to get back in the game.
A field goal is out of the question here. This offense needs to get the ball into the end zone.
Yep, this is 4-down football, and there is not much time left in the game, so this will be most likely their last chance to score.
Purdue in a 4-wide set. Owen on first down. He lets it go. His receiver has it. Excellent open field tackle. The defense looked a little lost on that one, Kirk.
Yeah, they did, Brad. Nice recognition here by the quarterback to see that confusion and then take advantage of it.
The fine folks from EA Sports would like to tip their hats to these kids on being named Coke Players of the Game. He's looking to pass. He throws it. Got it to his receiver. And that reception put him over 100 yards on the day.
Well, this guy is such a big part of this offense. If he doesn't get his numbers, they usually don't have much success moving the football.
And that's why he's so valuable to this football team, Kirk. He's a big-time college football player.
Deep pass down the right side. Someone got a hand on it. Smith was the intended receiver on the play, so that'll make it second down. They line up at the 43. Second down. The Boilermakers have 5 receivers on this play. Owen steps back to pass. And he's hammered as he lets it go. What a tackle. That was going to be a touchdown. And guys, the defense has had trouble with this guy all day long.
Anytime you let the receiver get 300 yards on your defense, you're in big trouble.
You're right, Kirk. This receiver brought his A game today.
Guys, when we were at practice this week, you kind of got the feeling that they might run a little no huddle. In fact, here it comes.
Down the middle. Almost picked off.
That's just a great defensive play.
It won't look like much in the stat book, but that's getting the job done.
That'll bring up second down. From the 23-yard line, it's second down. The Boilermakers come out in a shotgun. Owen drops back to pass. Looks. And he's sacked.
Number 98 makes the sack. 5-yard loss on the play.
The Boilermakers take a timeout, and that was their third and final timeout. Third and 15 coming up. Ball on the 28-yard line. So this is it right here. One last play and one last chance to win the game. If they can get the Hail Mary, they'll pull out the miracle win. Incomplete. Almost picked off. And that's pretty much going to do it. Kirk, any final thoughts here?
I'm sad to see this one end because it was a great game to watch. Purdue had plenty of chances to win this football game, but it wasn't meant to be today. All you can do now is just try to bounce back after a close loss like this.
Thanks for joining us for another presentation of NCAA Football 2007. And our final score in this one, Minnesota 42, Purdue 37. For Lee Corso, Kirk Herbstreit, and everyone at EA Sports, I'm Brad Nessler saying goodbye and see you next time.